since it was a new role linking university economic development, something that oftentimes many economic developers have trouble explaining to their family. So at parties, Nancy, my wife, when she was asked what the two of us did, she would say, well, I'm a bedside nurse at Johns Hopkins, saving lives and raising 3 children. And my husband, well, as near as I can tell, he writes memos and goes to reception. So over my career, I had many ideas and new projects on policies to help the university or the state. But ideas without implementation, what? They remain just ideas. So fortunately, I worked with many people that could implement some ideas I had I borrowed from others. The Innovate program, I borrowed from Kentucky. That's created over $120 million of endowed professorships across Maryland. And that's continued to be implemented, and Renee Winsky is one of the implementers of that program. Tom Lewis was staff to Speaker Cass Taylor, and he helped me implement the idea of TEDCO when I borrowed the MEDCO statute and said, where it says real estate, let's put in technology, and that's how TEDCO got created. And then my friend Tim Maloney implemented the idea of a new performing arts center at the University of Maryland when we borrowed the idea of the new performing arts centers that were growing around the country at universities, and we worked with then Governor Schaefer and got that implemented. So I know the people in this room, you are the implementers, moving ideas into action at city, county, and state levels. So let's give yourselves a round of applause for implementing these ideas. So in my current role with research parks and innovation districts across the country, I've really grown to appreciate Maryland even more. So Maryland is the #1 state in the number of research parks and innovation districts we have. And you saw 2 examples. You saw Fort MLK, part of the UMB Biopark, and you saw a reference to BW Tech. But we're also home to the first community college that's a member of my national organization, Montgomery College. And I'm proud to announce that Morgan State is the first HBCU in the nation to join my Research Park Association. So Maryland is leading the nation in that. But also, more importantly, we have the largest number of private firms building, financing, and managing research parks, not just in Maryland, but across the country, including Whiting Turner, Wexford Science and Tech that they built for MLK, Whiting Turner, St. John's Properties, Clark Construction, Edgemoor, Shear Properties, Fulton Bank, MCB, COP, and Air St. Rose. So you can see that Maryland is leading the nation in a variety of ways, including building these innovation districts across the country. So I'm going to close out with a little bit of trivia. If you know me, I love trivia. So a lot of you work with counties. So which state doesn't have any counties? Anybody know? It's actually Connecticut and Rhode Island. They do not have counties. So let's go the other way. Which state has the most counties? Any guesses? Texas. I heard Texas. They have, guess how many counties are in Texas? 254. The idea was that every resident should be a day's drive away from the county courthouse. So that's when we got, but like in Maryland, as you know, we have MACO, and I thought, well, the Texas Association of Counties, it should be TACO. It's not, that's I read that out, they call it TAC, not TACO. Yeah. So we have MACO, and we also have TEDCO, and we have MEDCO. But we also have the 4 most important letters in Maryland, and that would be MEDA, MEDA. So thank you, MEDA. So I accept this award on behalf of University of Maryland and all the university economic development folks that are here and growing. And I want to thank all of you and those of you helping implement new projects. So thank you, Nita. Thank you, University of Maryland.